happens next, Encore?
Yeah, we want to hear the rest of the story.
Oh, settle down, you two. The Willy Plus. Encore's still waiting for a friend. Ah, there she is. Rover! Encore finally got to see you again. Encore was wondering if you'd come, and even had Cosmos and Cloudy go scouting for you. Encore wants you to come play with us and listen to our stories. Everyone was so busy the last time Encore's here in Jinzhou, we didn't even get to play together. But Encore won't let that happen again, 'cause Encore's here on vacation this time. What? Encore doesn't know anything about any homework. Anyway, since we finally got some free time, I told Alto I wanted to visit some friends in Jinzhou. Oh, but he just lay in his chair, bragged about how he has so much grown-up stuff to worry about, and was too busy for playtime. Poor grown-ups. They're always so busy. They don't even have time for stories. Well, too bad for Alto. All I could do was come here by myself with my... Let me introduce you to everyone. But I gather around, everyone. Encore presents to you Rover, savior of Jinzhou, hero of heroes. Oh, really? So you're the big hero Encore was talking about. Are you here for some stories, Big Hero?
Yep! Encore stories are really fun!
Sounds a lot like Alto.
Oh, there's this other story about a golden-eyed kitty and his little birdie friend with gray feathers.
This one's about me and Yang Yang.
Uh-huh. There's plenty more of them. It's about the adventures of the Woolly Warrior. You'll love it. Right! Adventures are the best! So, want to hear Encore's stories? If you enjoy stories, Rover, you might even get to go inside one. Ah!
Go inside a story. Is Encore using some kind of metaphor? Doesn't hurt to check it out, I guess.
Great! Come! Encore's even saved a front row seat just for you. All right, settle down, everyone. Put your feet down. You heard Encore.
I don't want to listen to some lame... All right, G.
Put your feet down.
I don't want to listen...
Put your feet down.
I don't want to listen...
All right, settle down. Is it about the gray birdie? We didn't get... Nope. Today's story, a story begins in a land of boundless imagination, known as the Woolly Kingdom. Legend says that deep within the kingdom's castle lies a magical gateway. To reach this gateway, you must first go over a great many obstacles. Yet, countless adventurers still choose to embark on this journey. Before setting off on their quests, Fairy Cloudy will ask them, should you pass through this mythical gateway, you will be granted endless wealth and honor. Oh, now, answer me this. What drives you to venture on this risky journey? If you'd ask me, I'd choose wealth. That way, I can buy all the starflakes I can eat.
I'd definitely choose honor. That way I'll be famous, and everyone would shout my name whenever they see me. Wherever.
What about you, brave adventurer? Do you seek riches or fame? That's something the woolly warrior would say. Maybe the two of you can team up and adventure to... See? Everyone's wishes are different. And among these people, there's a small adventurer that goes by the name of Woolly Warrior. I do not seek wealth or honor. Bah! Fairy Cloudy, greatly puzzled by this reply, goes on to ask, if you desire neither wealth nor honor, why do you choose to venture to the Gateway of Wishes? I have but one wish, to be reunited with my family. Fairy Cloudy nods in approval and offers her guidance to the little warrior. Very well. Then believe in my tale and close your eyes. When you open your eyes, a brand new adventure shall unfold before you. Once we've completed this story together, your wishes will all be granted. So, does the Woolly Warrior's companion accept this invitation?
Oh, where am I?
Hey! Over here!
Is that Encore? I should go check it out.
Start small to build big. Lighter than a dove.
You must be new to this place. Are you also searching for the Gateway of Wishes?
Gateway of Wishes? Looks like I'm inside Encore's story somehow.
That's great. How about we team up? Since it's your first time here, everything must feel strange to you, huh? This is the Woolly Kingdom, a land filled with lots and lots of woolly. You're in luck. I know this place like the back of my hand. I can be your tour guide. Yippee! That Fairy Cloudy told me that as long as we walk along this path, we'll get there eventually. Once we're there, I gotta make her tell us where all the trick... Please don't hurt me! I'm just an ordinary box! Beware! This is where many stories begin. When the story gets longer, so will the paths ahead. We might even come across broken bridges and stuff. Since we'll only be telling the beginning of the story this time, we should get to the end pretty soon. You're in for some surprises. Look at all these monsters. Let's beat them up. Take this. Let's take them together.
Leave it to me.
Oh, you're finally here. This is Cloudy Fairy. She gets scared pretty.
She's even got all the settings prepared.
So, you're searching for the Gateway of Wishes. Yes. The first relic is the Sword of Courage. To obtain it, you will have to face all of your Next, the Shield of Faith. This is a tricky one. But so long as you believe in yourself, you'll find it eventually. And finally, the Wreath of hope. A crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Once you've gathered all 3 relics, the gateway of wishes will open before you. Perfect! Now that we have clues about the relics, Woolly Warrior's adventures are officially a go. All we need to do now is go through this door. Oh, thank you, Fairy Cloudy. You're very welcome.
Anything catch your eye? Let's take them together.
Welcome back from the Woolly Kingdom. Yuppers! It's where all the Woolly stories begin. With their help, Encore can even invite friends but not everyone, though. The Woolly Kingdom won't welcome. You're different. You're one of Encore's best friends and have listened to my stories. So Encore wanted to give you a surprise. I know, right? Encore really enjoys this story. And Mom said that as long as you believe, the stories will give you strength. And Encore wants to share this warm feeling with you because Encore loves to play an adventure with you. But this time, Encore's here on vacation. If you are, you should join Encore's adventure team. That way, we can go and find out its ending together. Sure. Now, for our first team assignment, let's go find out everyone's thoughts on the story. The joys of the story should be shared with everyone. Once we know what the audience thinks, we'll know. After all, it's the applause that makes for a curtain call. Hey! I saw you all by yourself over here. What?
I'm Ying.
Ying. Got it. This is Rover. She's the captain of Team Woolly.
Yes. Hello. You're here to ask about my thoughts on the story.
Ask away. Encore will answer any...
Okay.
Yeah, it's what it says in the story.
I'd like you to see this.
Let me see. That looks like a lighthouse. And a giant rock over here. But Encore can't really tell exactly where it is. Whoa. You can tell just from that? There. An area on the map is circled out with a sword-shaped sign on it. Could this be a treasure map? Encore remembers that at some point of the story, the Woolly Warrior will get her hands on a treasure map. This map. Where did you...
It's from my mom. Mom took me to a play one time. I remember in that play, the adventurers. After watching it, I asked Mom all the time if these relics that could make wishes come true were... But she was always busy with work as a ranger. Then, one day, Mom gave me this treasure map. She told me next time she came back from work, she would go relic hunting. She wanted me to think hard about what I'd wish for most once we found all the relics. I thought of a lot of wishes. But now, I only have one wish. I want to see my mom again. The grown-ups all said that Mom was on a mission somewhere far, far away. I knew Mom was never coming home. I told Dad about the map, but when I heard your story...
Then you should join. Encore knows that grown-ups always say that kind of thing. Encore's heard a lot of them before. Like this treasure map? It's one.
You really think?
Yep. Trust me. Since your mom left you this treasure map, plus Rover and I are searching for an ending to the story. Now, the clue to the ending is right in our hands. What do you say, Captain? Let's get this journey started!
According to the treasure map, the sword should be around here somewhere.
Why are there so many Tic Tacs?
They look really angry.
No need to be afraid, Ying. We'll keep you safe. You probably don't know this, but Woolly Warrior once met a huge cat monster 100 times stronger than her.
Really?
That's right. But even so, she stood her ground because she had all of her friends behind, just like the situation we're in now.
Let's make this quick, Encore.
Let the winds roar. Speeding up.
You two worrying.
You betcha! Wait till you see what else we can do. Am I right, Rover? We'll take on anything they chuck at us. Quick! Let's check and see if the sword's around. Oh, it's a...
I got it. Looks like...
Whoa! There's another puzzle.
Was it not in the story before?
Well, random twists and moments do happen here and there. It's an adventure after all.
We're so high up. This is even higher than any of the climbing games Mom and I used to play.
Just keep looking ahead and it won't be as scary. It's easy. Here, watch.
Against the winds. Against the winds. Against the winds.
So, is this the sword in the story that can
It's the mountain chopping sword of courage.
The sword's actually made out of wood. Look, there's a
What does it say?
My dear little warrior. Right now, you must be thinking, how could this ordinary wooden sword possibly be the legendary Don't feel disappointed, all the challenges you faced along the way. Yet still, you continued to climb the mountains, and this seemingly ordinary
Is the proof of your...
Yeah, that's what it says in the letter.
Did it also appear in other Woolly...
Anything else?
It goes on to have your wishes come true. courage alone is not enough. You need not look far, as the shield that symbolizes faith is buried right beneath your in a land covered in sand. A land covered in...
I know just the place.
Then let's go check it out. Sound.
Against the winds.
Wind guide me.
We're here! At long last, the brave adventurers reached their second destination. They say only the bravest adventurers can find it, as it puts their will to the test. Yeah. Yin can go left, Encore will go right, and you can take care of the middle. If anyone finds anything interesting, show me.
Okay.
Speeding up. Something you need? Speeding up.
Bingo. This... There's a letter attached to it.
Well, did you find the Way to go!
This should be the shield mentioned in the story.
It's also made of wood.
But look how well made it is! The person who crafted this shield really knew their stuff. Time for clues about the next relic. Hurry! Yin! What does it say?
Okay. Let's see here. Congratulations again to you, my little warrior. Although the bulk of your efforts were in vain, you did not give up and continued searching. If you ever feel lost in the future, why not take a moment and ponder on the meaning of your journey? The firm belief in our hearts shall guide us through darkness. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can you find bring with you your wishes and
The garden?
the Garden of Promise? Oh, I think I might know where it is.
Fantastic! Then...
Against the winds. Speeding up.
This is it.
This place, feels empty.
It is now, but it used to be filled with irises. This is my mom's garden. Before she left, she asked me to help look after it. I watered them every day, but these flowers only bloom for a short time. Dad told me, "Don't be sad, sweetie. It's the natural cycle of life. I understood that. I miss her so much. Now I see this hand here. I think she probably wanted to make a wreath with me using those flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Encore and Rover. Actually, when I saw Dad looking sad while holding the map, I had the feeling that Mom might have left this treasure map to play a game with. Maybe it is like what the grown-ups say, and I may never get to see her again. But Mom must have wanted to give me a surprise. I am happy, because we managed to find all the treasure. I'll definitely find a nice place to keep this sword and shield safe. I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you.
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet. Well, okay then. Let's call it a day right here. I remember you asked me about the ending of the Woolly Warrior. Even though we finished finding the relics, there's still plenty of stories to tell. How about you come to Encore's story session tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow?
Yeah. If you want to find out what happens to Team Woolly,
Okay then.
Yup! See you tomorrow, Ying. Do you think this is a good ending to the story? After all, Ying got the treasures left by her mother. If this was a story, it would end something like this. In the end, the little warrior managed to collect all of the relics left by her mother, realizing her intention. But Encore still feels like something's in this ending. She didn't even make it to the gateway, just like in the story of the Woolly Warrior. What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end? If it comes true, then she should be able to see her family after such a wonderful and interesting adventure. She must have so much to say to them. But actually, there is no true ending to Woolly Warrior's story. Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map? Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the play was about. All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a legendary I knew straight away that the treasure map wasn't for the Woolly Warrior's sword, but it was a gift left to her by Ying's mother. Wanna guess how I found out? Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story, because that play was a gift from my mom. Now time for a story from Encore. In this story, there are no exciting adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother, playing as the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in a theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up, bringing the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real, and the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains and seas. But it's really so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf. The woolly warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could be anywhere. Her mom recorded all the Woolly Warrior's adventures, so the Woolly Kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities. But the little girl's mom got sicker. At the last show, just before the Woolly Warrior got the wreath of hope, the show ended, but there was no encore. Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come up with ways to make her feel better at the time. I thought that if I stayed a good girl like the characters in the stories, Mom would get better and better. But her illness got worse. She didn't get better. Encore didn't know what to do anymore. Mom just asked me to sit by her bed and tell her stories. So I told her about Warrior Cosmos, Fairy Cloudy, and many other things. She always smiled each time. It was right around that time when Cosmos and Cloudy appeared from the store. Mom told me they're a part of life after she left. Encore had to become the Woolly Warrior, whether it was in the orphanage or with the Black Shores. Encore would write down everything she experienced. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventures Encore had later on. Encore wanted to continue writing the Woolly Warrior story, but this time, it's a bit different from before. Now she has her own friends. Friends that she can adventure together to find the gateway of wishes. Because finding that gateway is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mom. That's why. Yeah, she said she had a lot to say to her mother, just like me. Our time with Ying reminded me of all of that. Even though Woolly Warrior's story has no true ending, will Ying's be any different? Will she be able to make her wish come true in the end? Ying, she said she was happy and satisfied with that. She looked really, really sad. Encore knows how it feels. My stories were the only things that could make her feel happy. It was Mom who made me understand the power of story. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came out of the land of imagination. And it's why Encore told Ying that our adventure should not end like this. This story deserves a better ending. Rover. Agreed. But what should we do? Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back. I mean, in the story?
I remember Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you can always go back to the Woolly Kingdom to search for clues. You also mentioned that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? This means the final stage of the story should be set inside the Woolly Kingdom.
Encore sees what you mean. Encore could invite you and Ying into the... But the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly. That's for sure. We're a team together. We should make a wreath for her. Encore remembers it went something like this. The wreath is a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. How are we gonna make it? You mean Verena? Oh, that's right! Let's see if she has any ideas.
Wind guide me.
Have you found the flowers you want? Look how pink it is. You must have been in a really good mood when you picked this one. And these? That's quite the selection, Encore. Have a look at this one. It's gold and shiny, and it matches the color of your eyes, Rover. Encore picked flowers that resemble everyone. If we put them together, that's pretty special. Oh, one more thing, Verena. Can you leave a spot here on the wreath? Leave a spot? It's for Ying. We don't know what kind of flower represents Ying's feelings. Got it. Thank you so much. Rover, when the wreath is done, we can go tell Ying the rest of the... Don't forget! Tomorrow afternoon. You're here! Course not. You're right on time. See this little stage? Cosmos and Cloudy helped me set it up. Pretty impressive, don't you think? Cloudy says, right on! That's teamwork for ya! I know this is just a small stage for storytelling. Besides, it'll be more fun this way. Encore wonders if Ying will show up today. We didn't really pinky promise.
Encore? Rover? Sorry for the wait. Thank you.
All right, now that Team Woolly's fully assembled, is everyone ready for the story?
Ready? beach.
This is the small stage Encore made for the play. Does anyone remember where we last left off?
Oh, I know. The woolly warrior was trying to find the 3 relics.
That's right! The woolly warrior sets out to find the 3 relics. With the mountain being so high up, the waves raging below them, she nearly falls several times. But her friends manage to keep her steady. In the end, she obtains the legendary Sword of Courage. Later, she arrives at the beach filled with sand as far as the eye can see. She searches and searches, and all she can find are just some tiny shells. But with the help from her friends, the shield of faith is uncovered. Only the wreath remains.
Will she find it?
Unfortunately, no. After reaching the mythical sea of flowers, all the flowers have withered. No matter where she searches, the wreath of hope is nowhere to be.
Just like us.
Yet. Her companions want to finish this adventure for her. They gather flowers and weave their feelings into the shape of a crown. The pink flowers are meant to make her feel happy. The blue flowers are hopes that she will not be scared of any obstacles. This wreath brings together all the feelings and emotions of the companions during their adventure.
And that is the moral of this story.
Her companions remark so. The wreath isn't fully completed. It's missing a very important. This wreath is missing the flower that represents your feeling.
My feelings. I know. It's missing an iris. I've always wanted Mom to see a garden full of blooming iris, but those irises have already withered.
What if we could find one?
Find one?
What if we could find an iris and the gateway of wishes? Will you want to continue on this adventure, Ying?
Of course. But I thought there was no such thing as the gateway of wishes. It only exists in the story. In the story?
That's right! Because stories aren't just stories. When you believe in them, they'll really exist just like how it is now. With everyone's feelings combined into the inside, the irises continue to bloom. So, do you believe it?
I believe.
Great! Off we...
Would you look at the sky? So this is the Woolly Kingdom.
Oh, I love the repetition. This story is gonna be longer than the last one. And the door to make wishes should be in the deepest part. What are your orders, Captain?
Yes.
Let's get...
How do we get across?
No worries. We can use that platform down there to fly across.
There's a puzzle.
Encore knows what to do. Encore played these with Mom before. All we need to do is match the patterns on the wall and it'll open a secret door. It's one of the most important puzzles in Woolly Warrior's story. Airstream. We can use it to fly up.
Are you sure I can... Looks like we've reached the end. That was fun. I'll have to tell... It's another one of those puzzles. I know. Let's look around for clues.
Wow! You solved it in one go?
There are so many monsters.
They're not stopping anything.
Yeah. Oh, Mom gave me this sword that can cut through anything. Take this!
Here comes Encore! Leave me alone! This is so much fun! Finders keepers!
More puzzles here.
Those markings in the other room must be clues. Shall we go take a look? Willies, let's race!
Sounds like an airstream appeared. Let's head back and check it out.
Are we flying again?
Yay! Fly time! Time for Encore's aerial recon! Oh, the wind is so strong! Is it taking us straight to the Gateway of Wishes? Time for Encore's aerial recon! Finders keepers! Time for Encore's aerial recon!
monsters. I'm not scared. I have Mom's sword and shield with me.
Let's take them together.
This should suffice for a while.
Oh, shiny! It's gotta be a dragon's treasure. Time for Encore's aerial recon.
Feeling stuck? Why don't we search around for clues?
Time for Encore's aerial recon.
We're almost there. After passing every... Maybe this door leads to the gateway of wishes. And now, the warriors will find out what kind of monsters or treasures... Is everyone ready?
Ready. I'll be able to see my mom soon.
Right. Through... Out of nowhere, a group of gold puffs appear. But they are no match against the mighty warriors. With the sword of courage in their hands, there's no fear holding them back as they slice through these monsters with... The monsters strike, but our shield stands strong. Now, our warriors know victory is ours.
Let's take them together in the name of the Montellis. Is that it? Let's take them together. The stage is set. Take this! I'm still standing. Let's take them together. Improvise. Such stubbornness. You've crossed the wrong person. You will yield. An eye for an eye. The world is mine. Let's take them together.
Iris is a mom's favorite. I want her to see it too.
We should make our wish.
Oh, yes.
Look! Because of the brave warrior's wishes, the story has a happy ending. Your wish has come true. She can tell her everything now. Mom, there's so much I wanted to tell you. So many new stories you need to hear. Oh.
It's a very happy story.
Oh, shiny! It's gotta be a dragon's treasure. And just like that, the little warrior's wish has come true. The warrior finally gets to meet her mother, but the warrior's journey won't end here.
Encore, Rover, thank you. I finally got to see her. And we talked so much. I never thought I'd see her again. So, I want you to have this. Yes. I know you still have more adventures ahead. I want to go back and tell my dad this story now.
Be sure to share our story with everyone.
I will.
Time for another feedback session from the audience. What do you think of this story? Encore loves this ending. The woolly warrior finally fulfilled her wish about the companion she got to meet, who she went on adventures with, defeating their search for the sword and shield as a team, and how they put together the wreath of hope. We've been to many places together. These stories are an extension of life. Yeah, stories with happy endings. Yeah, Encore had never thought of such an ending when... I really enjoyed how it ended. The story of the woolly warrior's search for the relics is finished, and my vacation is about to end. It's time to head back to Black Shores. Oh, enough with the homework already. No biggie. Even though this story is over, let's be on the same team together. And you... I pinky promise that we'll write as many stories as we can together, as a team. Pinky promised. Don't forget our pinky promise. There are so many adventures